This, ladies and gentlemen, is the second joint main event on tonight's programme, a heavyweight contest of 10 three-minute rounds. In this corner, ladies and gentlemen, from Liverpool, Noel Quarless.
He's a big fellow, fills the screen up. 15
and
stone,
from
the
Hackney,
3.
ladies and gentlemen, the former British and European heavyweight champion, John L. Gardner. At the weigh-in at 1 o'clock today, Quarless scaled 15 stones 3 pounds, Gardner 15 stones 6 pounds. The referee for this contest, Mr. Roland Dakin, timekeeper, Mr. Tom Powell.
So there's only 3 pounds separating them. I'm a bit surprised that Gardner is the heavier of the two. He's come in a bit heavier, Gardner, than he did the previous fight. Look at the staring that's going on here. This time it's not an act. They really mean it, these fellows. They exchanged some rather hefty verbals at a press conference when this fight was sealed. Quarless, of course, had the one-rounder in this ring against Anders Eklund, and it's all about the one rounds because he either wins in one round or sometimes loses in one round, Quarless. And Gardner on the comeback trail, always known, of course, as a stayer. But having had 27 months out of the ring now and a couple of fights on a comeback, can Gardner catch up with this young guy who's only 21 on Sunday and throwing that heavy artillery right at the start? Well, he's doing his best to get out of the way, Gardner, but it's making hard work of it. An American called Ibar Arrington once nailed him in the first round. And he was beaten by Mike Doakes, who went on to become the WBA champion, but he normally does absorb a punch very well and is as game as they come. So there's enough action in the opening minute then. And now Gardner's tasted what seems to be Quarless's best shots. And he'll want to try and wage some kind of war of attrition with him, but it's going to be hard for Gardner to get close to this fellow. He's fit, full of running and full of confidence. Well, Quarless has gone over himself in the first round in some fights. And I think Gardner knows that. He says, OK, you've unloaded yours. Let's see if you can take my shots. It's all right to talk a good fight, but you've got to produce it, and he is here. He nailed Gardner well. Gardner shook his head as if to say, OK, if that's the best you've got, I can take those. He has got a good chin, Gardner, no doubt about that. The ex-champion really struggling to find the old timing, but he's never been beaten by a Briton or a European. Half a minute to go in the opening round. .6'4", Noel Quarless, can pull back from a punch fairly well. Gardner's game is getting in close and punching away to the body, making the head fall a bit. Really wild as he went in there, Gardner, and he was tagged at the end of the round, and the bell came at the right time for him there. He was hurt. So there's Quarless then, with Christy Moorcroft, his trainer, who's now become a manager. And they're going to need to give this fellow plenty of talk now to get his confidence back now, because he took some shots right at the end of that round. They really look spiteful. Darky Smith working with Gardner, but as I said, his form's well known. This fellow takes a good punch and is as game as they come. And let's have a look at the replay of that now. Gardner, you see, trying to tuck himself inside, but those long arms of Quarless there, anything will do, but they caught the left hook there. Well, you could call it a hook, it was really a swing. And again there, he's doing his best to get out the way, but he can't.
Seconds out, round 2.
So round 2, and as Quarless now going to follow up his good work at the end of that round, but he's probably oh, what a good shot. And that really went straight from his chin to his boots, Gardner. And it looks as though the big fella has got him as he wants, and Roland Dakin, the referee, primed to dive in, trying to control his legs, Gardner. What a game, fella. But that shot was full weight on the jaw, 15 stone, 3 pounds going in. And it's all over. And that's the first time that Gardner has been stopped, as I said, by a British or European fighter. At least he has the champion's pride, at least, of not been taking a full count. There's only about half a minute into the second round. And I must say that this fellow bragged a bit early on, but he backed up those boasts, and it's good to see at least a little, well, a kiss on the cheek might be overdoing it a bit with the venom that went on before. But it's good to see that it all ends well, because I fear there may be a little bit of nastiness.
After 30 seconds of round 2, ladies and gentlemen, the referee has stopped the contest to say
he's lost 3 of them, Quarless, but that's by far the best performance, and I'm wondering now whether John Gardner at 31 will bother to go on with the fight game, because it gets harder at the top all the time, especially when you get older. Well, I'm very pleased to see that, and I honestly congratulate both fighters, because had you heard, as I did, the words that went on, it wasn't a publicity stunt, and Gardner's been very gracious in defeat, posing for the Fleet Street photographers. So Noel Quarless has taken him quite a time to get to the top. He was a pro at 18, he's 21 next Sunday, and he looks as though he's in business, despite, as I've said, having been knocked out himself a few times. It looks as though he's grown up and hardened up the chin, and certainly what confidence will do in this game is really nobody's business.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the winner, Noel Quarless.
So over to Simon Reed.
2 fights ago, you were almost unknown, and now you're a bit of a star. Must feel wonderful.
Yeah, what I do want to say is that Noel Gardner is a great man. I admire him for what he's done. He gave me the opportunity of a lifetime, and I only hope I can do what that man achieved. You know, everyone knows it's hard to make a comeback, but John gave me that opportunity tonight, and I really appreciate it, because he was a great champion in his day.
You look razor sharp right from the word go.
Yeah, well, you know, I've had a good 36 rounds of the 40 round spar. I've had a lot on the pads. I had to be sharp, because he is a great man, and tonight I was mentally and physically right, and all respect to John. He's a great man.
What about David Pearce? Would you like him to give you an opportunity?
I know David very well, you know. I admire the man. You know, he's trying to make a living like himself. If the fight ever comes off, well, you know, me and David will give 150%, and that's all, you know.
Will you be able to catch David like you caught John tonight?
That's I don't know. But a great man, you know, he hasn't had the recognition. You know, people have sidestepped David. He had to wait a long time to get a crack at the British title, and when he did, he done it. Another great man. You know, if the fight comes off, what a draw that'll be.
Well, you certainly put your name on the map tonight. Well done.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.